we all get into these scenarios in the world where we think we're trying our best to help and love other people. So I think majority of people feel like they give more than they get. And I think anyone who's an empath or feels like they care for others will feel, I give out so much love, but I don't get as much back. Just as there are people that you love and don't love you back, there are people in your life that are investing in you and loving you that you've forgotten about. I would encourage everyone who's listening and watching right now to really think about that. Think about that person you've been chasing, whether it's a friend, a potential boyfriend or girlfriend, a potential husband or wife, or whatever it may be, or job. And then ask yourself, has someone ever chased you in life? Or has someone ever pursued you in life? Or has someone ever tried to love you in life and you didn't even give them a time of day? The answer is true. I can agree with it. I can completely agree with that. There are people in my life who've done more for me than I could even begin to try and do. And that isn't just parents and family members. I'm talking about people professionally that I just can't repay. You will always get the love you give out, you will always get it back. You're not weak, you're not flawed, or it's not that you have issues. Like I think often the language that gets stuck in our head is like, well, I'm so weak, they're so strong, I've got issues, they haven't, or like, I'm not strong enough to deal with this. That's not the truth. We're all just wired differently, right? And I think accepting your wiring allows you to recognize that it's not a flaw, it's just different.
Bad times show you who are the great people in your life. Think back to your toughest times, your worst times, when everything was going wrong, when things were falling apart. Who were those people that stood by you, that called you, that messaged you?
Don't worry. You're never ahead, you're never behind, you're exactly where you need to be. And don't let the internet rush you, right? Don't let social media rush you. Don't let anything rush you, because you're exactly where you need to be. And every minute that you're spending wishing you had someone else's life, you're wasting a minute of yours.
What we're all working towards is a sense of peace and a sense of purpose. Peace is for yourself and purpose is for the world. And I think we all exist in both places. Where we go wrong is that we try to live life in an either or. And this was one of the most beautiful lessons that I learned as a monk, that life was about self and about service. There was no either or. It wasn't disconnected or divided. You couldn't live a life of complete selfishness and expect to be happy.